Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sierra, and today I want to work on a mixed media project, and I want it to be fall themed. So I pulled out some stuff that I want to use. I may not use all of this, and I may pull out some other stuff. Okay, I have this sanded, and I'm going to take my gesso, and I'm going to probably do a couple thin coats of this, and probably speed through this, but all gesso is a primer. It's just to give a surface for everything else that I plan on sticking to this, something to stick to, so that the paints, the sprays, it all is working with the same base. So yeah, that's all gesso is. It's just a primer. So I'm going to go into a time lapse and get these painted. Alright, I have one coat of the gesso applied. I did put a coat on the inside. And what I want to do now is I want to take, this is the bottom or the base of the box. And this is the top of the box. It's not a very big one. So what I want to do is, let me get a little bit of tape. And I am going to tape it here. I'm going to tape all four corners. Now, I have an idea of what I want, somewhat. For the most part, I will be winging this. Yeah. I have an idea, but we shall see. But like I said, I'm going to wing it. All right. So I got that tape down. And I'm going to get this stencil, and I'm going to put some wood grain on the box here. And what I'm going to use for the wood grain is, I have some distress grit paste in the opaque. And hopefully it hasn't dried out. I haven't used it in a while. I'm just going to use my little plastic little thingamabob here, and I'm just going to go over that. It does not have to be perfect. I'm not going for perfection here. And we're going to lift. Hopefully it's not stuck to that tape. Lift it off. And I'm not going to let this dry on here like that. Obviously, I can do two sides, let it dry, and come back. Yep. So let me put that down here, like so. Get some paste and Okay, I'm going to remove this tape and this tape. And I need another set of hands is what I need. And I'm going to, will that stand up? Probably not. You know what? Let me see. Trying to see where. Okay, so I'm just gonna, doesn't matter if I smush, I just don't want sharp edges. That looks a little better. And I want the grain to go the same way. Okay, and I'm going to, I gotta clean that off. And this will dry matte and opaque. I was going to use that white sand one, but it's a gloss. I didn't want gloss. So I'm going to take this tape off. We'll save it to reuse it. So I'm going to do the other sides. We may not see these in the end, but we may. So I'm going to very carefully take this off. I don't want them to glue together. Come on. So, there we go. And I'm going to run my finger along the edge like so, just to get that off there. Set that down. Do the same on this side. Okay, I'm going to let this dry. And I gotta clean this off, and then as soon as this dries, I am going to come back and do the other two sides, and then once that's done and dried, I will be back. Okay, this is dried. I have it on all four sides. This is the base. I'm going to set this aside for right now. And now I got the lid. I want to do some more stenciling. I want this down here. I have this one. Let's start with this one. I don't need all of it. And then we will let this dry. Just trying to spread this out. Okay, let me scrape that off. That's a lot on there. I don't want to scrape too much off, because if you can see the stencil, then you don't have enough on. So I'm going to lift like that. I'm going to come over to the sides, get that off. Now I want this here. okay. And I'm going to let that dry. I will be back as soon as this dries. So I will see you soon. I'm going to use some, for this part, I'm going to use some heavy body gel and start putting this down. I have some hot glue for a temporary hold and the heavy body gel for a permanent hold. So I'm going to open this up, and I want to put this down about there. And I made this, I have a Biggs die, and I cut this out of lightweight chipboard, and I just glued it together and put some gesso on top. So I think I'm going to glue that on there. You can go like that. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, let's get this down. No, let's get these down first. So I'm going to take some heavy body gel. It's mine's kind of thick. Or it always is thick, but a little thicker than it usually is. It's very old, but I know once I use this is not coming off. It takes a little bit to dry, so you need patience for this part. You don't need a lot, that's for sure. Okay, and I'm going to take some hot glue, just put it in some spots. And we are going to put that down. Is that the way I want it? Yes. I'm going to smush that gel down, and I'm going to get something to get that gel off, because I don't want it sitting on there. I want nothing on there like that. Let me get something to wipe it off. So it's going to take me a second to get that cleaned off because I put too much on. So let me get that cleaned off. And now we're going to do this one like this, right there. Again, let me get some of this out. I don't want to put as much as I did on the last one. Just going to get some on there and start spreading it around. It's usually not this thick, but like I said, it's old. I'm surprised it lasted this long. I mean, I've had it for a long time. Okay, I'm going to put this down here like so. I'll give it a good push. Oh, I didn't put no hot glue down, so we'll see how well that stays in place. We get that cleaned off. The only reason I want to get this cleaned off is when I go to add the color, I don't want this to affect where the color lands. You know how when you stain wood, if you have glue on the wood, the stain will be a light spot on there. Let me see if I got all that off of there. It should shrink back. Okay, now I want to add this. And then this. Okay. Let me add some glue to this. I'm going to put a nice little bit there. This stuff is so sticky, but it works so good. This is polyurethane. I cast this yesterday. I was going to film it, but I decided not to. We don't need to get every little part of this. Now, I am going to add some hot glue to certain areas just to help it hold while this gel dries. Okay, I'm going to get this stuff out again. Okay. Now I want to add this frame to the top of this. I'm going to add just a little bit of this because this is paper, basically. So I'm going to just add a little tiny bit of this. I'm going to get me a new jar of this heavy body gel. But as long as I can stick my stick in there, I'm good. That still works. Okay. I'm going to use this, the glue gun, and I'm going to put some glue down. I want it basically on the points. And we're going to put that down over the top and just set it down. And that is why I use the hot glue. Could have went over it a little bit this way with it. I have this little metal tag that says Inspire. I have this metal key. And I have these little leaves that I cast in polyurethane. I'm going to put these on. I'm going to put a nice dollop of this heavy bodied gel. This one's going at the top, like so. Scoop that out of there. And this one at the bottom. This little dollop, like so. And let's put this one here. Nice little. Okay, let me get this glue off there. All right, now I have these. I want these to go down here. Then I want these up here. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. You know, it seems like I'm doing everything on on this side, but I have a plan for this side. I hope it works. We'll see. We shall see. And I'm going to give this, before I come in with any paints or anything like that, because I got to gesso some of the stuff. And so I'm going to give this a good, I don't know, this gel a good hour to dry. Okay, I got my gesso out, and I'm going to give all this that I just put down a nice coat of this gesso. And then once I get the gesso down and it dries, we'll go on to adding some paint and the color and the rest of the steps. So I'm just going to cover all these pieces here with a coat of gesso, and as soon as I get that done, we'll get back for the fun stuff. Okay, I gave the sides and the inside 2 coats of the white impasto, just white acrylic, and then I'm going to give the top a couple coats of the white, because the gesso, although it's white, it's not a bright white. And I thin this down because I don't want to lose the texture from the texture paste and all that good stuff. But I do want to thoroughly paint this. I want to give this 2 coats of the white paint. So I'm going to let this, I'm going to get in there real good and get this paint in there. So don't want any of that brown from this chipboard showing up on this thing. So anyway, I'm going to get a couple coats on the top, and then as soon as that dries, we'll get into the color. Okay, I'm going to let this dry. And as soon as it's dry, we'll come back and start adding some colors. All right, I have some, I want to add some, brighten up some of these colors a little bit. So I pulled out some of my Oxide inks. I want to add some more green to this. And one thing nice about Oxides is these are really nice. Okay, I thought I was recording, and apparently I wasn't. So all I did was I took some of this ribbon that I got from the dollar store and I glued it to the box, and then like this. I used Fabri-Tac. And then I took one of these leaves. I got a whole bunch of them. I got them from everywhere. Dollar store, Michael's, Hobby Lobby. I believe these ones I got from Hobby Lobby. They're smaller. And I got tons of them here. So I'm just playing around. And I just want to come over the edge just a little bit, not by much. So I'm going to take some glue and I'm just going to go across there like so. And this here. Not a lot. I don't want it to seep through. Let me put some on each point for now, except for that long one. And I'm just going to stick it down. I have my little Teflon little tool, because I got ink and dye and all that all over my fingers. And I don't want it to, I just don't want my fingers sticking to the leaves. So it's going to take a second for that glue to catch. Let's see if I can get it down. Because I know if I put too much glue down, it'll seep right through. That's not what I want. I don't even know if I put enough on there. Just need a little bit. And my glue erupted. This Fabri-Tac is notorious for that. It just was going everywhere. So hopefully this sticks down. I don't see why it wouldn't. And then I'm taking some and I'm putting some on the tip like that. And I'm just folding it over and getting it to stay. I was going to use Mod Podge, but I've tried Mod Podge on these leaves before, and it's not a good look. It really isn't. So that's what I'm doing, just like that. Then once I get that done, I'm going to take some of these smaller ones, and I'm just going to go over it like this. Just like this. So I was going to do that anyway to begin with, but I wanted a little bit more color, and these only come in these colors. So now I'm going to go with a yellow one. And same thing. So see, my glue is stuck all over the place. So let me get these stuck down. And then once I get these going all the way across, I'm just going to stay doing these 3 colors for now. And then once I get that, we'll come back and put the rest of the stuff on. Oh my Lord. I'm going to put something down over that. I have some of this. Also from the dollar store. And I want to go here, like so. So I'm going to cut off more than I need, obviously. I'm going to run a bead of Fabri-Tac. Fabri-Tac is a really good glue. It's like a cold, hot glue. I heard someone on YouTube describe it as that, and that's exactly what it is. What it seems like anyway. So There's that. Now I just got to let it cure or dry before I do anything else with it. Did I put enough on here? I think so. Yep. I put some down here. This little Teflon pencil thing, it really comes in handy when you're working with real sticky glues. It keeps your fingers out of it and it doesn't stick to it. You can pull any kind of glue off of this. I mean, I haven't tried super glue. And I'm going to let that dry. And then I'll come back and I'm going to add, start adding my pretty stuff to it, my blings and stuff. Okay, let's add some sparkle to this. I'm thinking about using some of this. Let me see. Get a coffee filter, and I have my soft matte gel here, and these are little caviar beads, so I'll dump some in there. And that is the sparkle those give off. So this old cheapy little brush here, it is very, very sticky. So I'm going to dip my brush in this very sticky stuff, and I am going to just, maybe not on there. Now, as far as this thing goes, I'm going to scoop up some of that since I have it out. I'm going to cover that mess I made. Let me get that up. I guess I could sprinkle some sparkles on there since I made a mess. Come on, sparkle, sparkle. There we go. Then I'll just shake all that off. And I have some plastic cabochons. I've had these for a long time. They come in a bunch of different sizes. If I can find them, I'll link them. I already picked out 3 sizes that I want. So I want one. Let's go here. Come on, come on, come on. Here. Hope it sticks to this fabric. We'll see. We'll find out. If it doesn't, I'll let you know. I don't know if I'm still in frame. Okay, we got those on there. Let's see if you can see the sparkle. All right, I'm going to close this up. I don't want it to get on me. All right. Now I have some of these. I got these from Hobby Lobby. They're self-adhesive. I don't trust the adhesive. So I'm going to put some liquid fusion on behind it. These are those 3mm little gems. I don't know if I pop this cap off, it's just going to go everywhere. See? I don't want all those, but we will do something. Let me get my Fabri-Tac back out. And I have this key. That key is going to go right there. I'm going to continue putting some dots on, but before I do that, I want to, let's see, I want to take some of this rose gold wax. I will finish doing this, and then when it's done, I will show you what it looks like when it's finished. Just throwing everything in the kitchen sink at this thing. Okay, so here's the finished box. As you see, I added the key. I added the little tag with the garment pin. It says Inspire. Got my little sparkles. These are the 3mm gems that I placed. I've just placed different colors all over the box. Down here. And then that's the sparkle that I put on the inside and on some of the leaves. And those are the cabochons, the little plastic cabochons. But yeah, there it is there. And to open it, it opens up. So, and I put all the hardware back on. But yeah, I really like it. I like how it turned out. It does look like fall. And I put the ribbon down. I didn't explain why I put that ribbon down. I needed something for the leaves to really adhere to. So I wanted fabric on fabric, if that makes any sense. So that's why I did that. So my intention was just to do the leaves. I was just going to use just straight leaves and not use the ribbon. But on my practice piece, the leaves wouldn't stick. I don't know why or whatever, but it does. Fabric sticks to fabric, so that is why I put that ribbon down below there. So there it is. I hope you like it. I like it. It's very autumn, very fall looking. So I want to thank you for hanging out with me today. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave in the comment section down below. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And to my subscribers, I truly appreciate you, and you have a great day, and God bless. Bye.